For making this video possible, I would like to thank Digitary or MacX DVD for providing the MacX HD Video Converter Pro for Windows. Convert among HD and SD video to various devices with optimum quality. The MacX HD Video Converter Pro for Windows will cost you $34.95. The program comes for Windows or for Mac. Whichever operating system you get it for, it will be the same price of $34.95. However, if you use this coupon code MACXBACKTOSCHOOLCONPRO, you can get $30 off the software, so you'll get it for $4.95. Is it worth it? To find out, stay tuned. Firstly, this program can convert to or from just about every single multimedia format you've heard of, including the ones you never knew existed. Some of the examples are the ones on your screen. So if you do decide to purchase this program, you can rest assured that you will be able to convert to or from every single multimedia format that you need to convert to or from. So let's go ahead and open up the program itself. It has a pretty plain and basic looking interface, so you can click on add file to put your video in to convert. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. You can also put a file in through a YouTube URL, and as you can see, it will start downloading it and it will put it in there for you. And the last one, which is my favorite, is that you can drag and drop the video into there. So that's what I'm going to do here. There you go, drag the video right there, boom. That's pretty much my favorite, as it is the most convenient. This program comes with its own video clipping feature. So what I'm going to be doing here is taking out the intro from my Windows 8 start button tutorial video. So as you can see, at 11 seconds the intro is done and dusted. That is under the output settings. So say at the end time I wanted an exact number. It's per se 1 minute 55 seconds is when I wanted the video to end. That's what I will do right there. That could have been an outro or something else at the end of my video that I was avoiding. And as you can see over here, I have a picture button. Although I cannot choose which frame I take a picture of, it's only the first frame, which is quite unfortunate. So what I'm going to do here is just save the picture. So as you can see, it's JPEG or BMP, which is unfortunate, but it's two formats, and well, you can convert to others, although PNG has been the highest quality which I have seen. So here's the picture. As you can see, it's not the best, it's not the worst. Like for the fact they took it from a frame in the video, it's quite good, and the blurriness really does not take away too much from the picture. So over here I'm going to show you guys the different formats. It can convert to DVD, to HD video, to Apple, to Sony, blah blah blah. Let's look at to general video. Here's the formats that can convert to AVI, MP4, ABC, MPEG, WMV, MOV, and to YouTube. There's special YouTube settings. So the audio quality you can mess with however many kilobits per second you want. The audio sample rate, which you can turn up for higher quality. I'm not going to mess with that. The volume, which you can turn up, although when I have turned it up above plus 5 decibels, there has been some noticeable clipping, so you may want to watch out for that. Other than that, you can mess with video quality right here. You can mess with the video frame rate. There's some presets right there. The output format, as you can see over there, I'm at AVI. Video codec, you can have XVID or DivX. And the video resolution cannot be messed with unless I change that output image setting to not keep the aspect ratio. Here's a neat one. You can change the amount of cores it uses, so I'm just going to put it at 2, although I do have a 4-core CPU so that I can use my computer without too much lag when this program is doing its work. So the deinterlacing feature can deinterlace videos and just put in fillers, which are quite accurate, which is really nice. High quality engine, what that basically does is make the video higher quality than it would have been if you did not use the engine, although it does significantly slow down the converting process, although I haven't found the converting process to be that slow. So I'm just going to untick that for now. Force AV sync, this is one of my favorite features. What it basically does is if the audio and video are out of sync on the video, what you can do is make it so that the audio and video become in sync using some intelligent synchronizer, which is really neat, and I find it to be quite accurate. It's a lifesaver if you're watching a movie online and the video isn't in sync. It's absolutely amazing. So you can also crop out a portion of the video if you click keep aspect ratio once you've zoomed in, it'll only keep the aspect ratio of your zoom in, which can be a useful feature, although I've found it more annoying than useful. So I'm going to stretch the crop frame to my full video size, although it's not 1920 by 1080 because of these two corners. Let's get those right there. Now keep aspect ratio. I won't get any video distortion, odd resizing, or unpleasant borders, so I can move the frame to wherever I want in the video. I'll just move it a little more to the left. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is click on to DVD right here. So in the DVD settings, you can change the DVD format, either have it as NTSC DVD or PAL DVD. The aspect ratio, depending on whether you have an HD DVD player, you can have it as 16 by 9 or 4 by 3. Under HD video, it's the exact same formats as general video, except with the HD prefix, which means you'll be able to have 720p or above, for example 1080p, 4K, and more to come in the future. So you can mess with all the stuff there. You can convert to whatever format. There's plenty of them right there. To Apple, the Apple section seems to be the most dedicated to any particular company. So I can change, I can convert a video to the iPad with different profile settings, and I can mess with a couple settings here, similar to the ones we've seen in general video. And I'm going to change the display name here, iPad video. Artist name, TutTube, that's what I'm going to keep for the iPad, because that will only show on the iPad and won't show on other devices, such as Windows, blah blah blah. Alright, so we're going to go to Sony right here. You can go to the PSP, PS3, to Microsoft, the Xbox, the Surface, blah blah blah, to cell phone, the Android, BlackBerry, Nokia, to general, PDA, blah blah. Alright, so music. If you're watching some music, or listening to some music on YouTube, you can download it and change the quality of it for best listening. So yeah, you can mess with that there. Make sure it's not copyrighted music, and you have rights to download it. Alright, so what I'm going to be showing you guys now is the conversion process. For this example, I'm going to be converting to the Apple iPod, and I'm going to be converting to the iPod 4, and I'm going to be using this preset, which is an in-between preset, not the highest, not the worst, just in between, just how we want it for this tutorial. So the volume I'm going to bump up to +4 decibel. The format, you can only have it as AAC. CPU core usage, I'm going to turn to 4, which is my number of CPU cores, so that I can show you guys how fast it can run in optimal conditions. So if you don't know how many cores you have, you can go ahead and press Windows R, DX Diag, and this window will pop up, and it will show you your processor. I have the Intel i7-4770K. You can look it up. Over here it says 8 CPUs, but those are hyper-threaded cores, so just look up how many actual cores your processor has online. So I'm just going to put 4 cores, because that's how many cores my CPU has. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Exit. So I'm going to keep that at 4 cores. Other than that, there's not much I need to go around with. Those are pretty much the settings there. I'm just going to trim out the outro just a little bit and go ahead and click on Start to start the conversion process. So as you can see, it's converting fairly fast. I'm just going to go ahead and show you some settings here. So shut down when conversion's completed. So that'd be nice if you have a really long conversion, so afterwards your computer would shut down. But this was a pretty simple file, so it's not going to take that long, and the converter's not slow anyway. It does it fairly quick on my computer. And there's the remaining time, and boom, it's done. Here we go. It pops up right there. Windows 8 start button, there it is. Let's look at the properties of it. It's at 11.3 megs, which is significantly less than what it originally was, but that's due to the smaller video size. It's at 23 frames per second, which we had for our preset, which gives it a more cinematic experience. Other than that, that's pretty much it for that. So that's how it converts. Now let's go ahead and look at the pros and cons of the MacX HD video converter. Alright, so for the pros, the converter can convert to a lot of formats, so you aren't going to need another converter. It's just converts to absolutely everything. It converts it very fast and gives you a lot of settings to mess with depending on what you want in terms of quality and size, and can give you presets for quality and size, and basically the in-between for not the biggest size, not the best quality, just the in-between. So those are the pros for the converter. Now, the cons. If I had to be really nitpicky, it'd be just one, which is outstanding. The only con I have about it is the interface is quite basic, or it looks basic. Like the GUI is not the best. They could have improved it, considering that at $34.95 it is a more expensive converter, and they can get free ones online. Although for what this does in one utility is fantastic. So my final thoughts are that it's a great converter. Get it if you convert videos a lot, and it can rip from DVDs, even protected formats, and it's constantly updated to allow that, although I would not recommend that. So basically, get it if you convert a lot of videos, if you put a lot of videos on your phone or something. It's a fast converter that gives you pretty much the best quality. It's a good bang for the buck, and at $4.95 you can't go wrong. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.